Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to your 12:15 Ashtanga inspired class. I'm Deb. Welcome back to everyone returning, and certainly welcoming the new members to this class. So in Ashtanga, we really try to connect the breath with the movement. So just really think about how you're breathing and what you're doing. It's kind of rhythmic. So as you come up out of a position, it's an inhale, and as you go down in a position, it's an exhale. And we really use those long breaths that we practice to help us get in and out of each of the asanas, each of the poses. Ashtanga is a bit prescriptive, so there's a certain sequence that we follow. So we'll just go through those. We'll go through those in a very easy manner, no stress, no rush, your pace. So just remember that. I will talk you through it, and I will give you alternatives to the poses when we can. Remember, as always, yoga is a practice, and this is your practice. So please work within your comfort zone and your capabilities. You feel you need to take a break, do so. Come down to the mat, come down to a child's pose, reconnect with your breath, and then join us back in the pose of the asana when you are ready. This is your yoga, your practice, so you do you. So with that, we're going to start today in a standing position. Your feet kind of hip-width distance apart. Think about lifting your toes, spreading those toes, dropping your toes. Really ground down to the earth through all four corners of your feet. Feel that earth energy begin to come up through your legs. Engage those quads and those glutes and your hamstrings. Tuck your pelvis under. Pull that belly button, that core in tight, your navel to your spine. That will automatically help you lift your chest up to improve your posture. Your head, your neck, your shoulders should be all one line, top to bottom. Arms at your side. Let's close our eyes for a moment and just come to that breath. Just think about connecting, breathing in slowly, all the way to the top, and then exhaling slowly. Maybe to the count of 3. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, and exhale. 3, 2, 1. Your own rhythm. Think as you breathe, does that breath connection change your posture? Maybe you need to reset after a couple of breaths. Just take that moment, take the time to do that. And last one. You can open your eyes. Let's take a big inhale, up high and top. Look up at your fingertips. Bring your right hand around your left wrist, and let's do a little moon over to the right. In celebration, there's a full flower moon. I think it's called. Tonight is the final night for it. So let's celebrate that moon. Let's breathe into that space. Inhale back to center. Hands to prayer. Small back bend here. And let's go over the other side. Just by putting that wrist, helping pull your wrist over, just gives you a little more twist there. Inhale back to center, little back bend here. One more time. Side bend over to the right, stretching out those intercostal muscles, opening up that chest. Inhale back to center, over to the left. Inhale back to center. Little back bend, and then exhale, hands down through heart center. Let's inhale those arms out in front. Think about rolling those shoulders deeply. Exhale, then inhale. Let's bring that all the way up. Dive it forward. Bring it up nice and tall. Exhale, those arms down behind. Clasp them behind us. Open up that chest. Good, good stretch. Then inhale, bring those arms back in front of you. And exhale back to prayer. We'll do that circle of light one more time. Inhale, let's exhale, push that forward, really round through that chest, that body. Inhale it up to the top, look tall and strong there. Exhale, hands down behind you. Give that back a good stretch. Let that light shine. Inhale, hands back to front. And exhale back to heart center. All right, let's get started now. We're going to do 3 sun salutations, 3 Surya Namaskar A's. So good grounding, remember your footwork. Come back to that at each position. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, let's forward fold. Use that exhale all the way down. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, take the exhale all the way down. Drop your knees, elbows in tight, all the way down to your belly. Inhale into baby cobra. Exhale, roll those toes from your knees, push up and back into down dog. Let's breathe here, 5 breaths. It's our first downward dog, so be gentle. Maybe walk your feet out, bend your knees as much as you want. 2 more breaths. Settle into stillness when you're ready. Drop your head. Last one. Bend your knees. Let's tippy toe walk our hands to the top of our mat. Bend forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Let's bring that all the way up on the inhale. And exhale, hands to palm, heart center. Check in again, strong mountain pose. Check that again. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale up, use that breath. Exhale all the way down. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, plant those hands, step back, knees down. Let's go, elbows in tight, all the way down on that exhale. Inhale to cobra, up dog, your choice. Exhale, roll your toes from your knees, push up and back into that down dog. 5 breaths here again. Think about pushing your hips up, hamstrings back, arms back, head down between your shoulders. 2 more breaths. Let's bend those knees. Inhale, let's step your feet again to the front of the mat. Flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, let's bring it all the way up. Just creating some heat in the body. Hands down through heart center. Check in again with your mountain pose. Don't lose that posture. Don't lose that strength. Inhale up. Exhale, hands all the way down. Ride that down. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, drop your hands. Step your feet back. Stay up or down. Your choice. Continue that exhale all the way down to the mat. Inhale to up dog, your version. Exhale, roll your toes into down dog. And again, 5 breaths here. Nice and easy. Down dog to rest pose. Take your time. Come back to your breath. 2 more. This is a place, if you want to come down to child's pose, it's a good time to do it. Inhale, look ahead of your hands. That's where you want your feet. Step, jump, or hop to the top of your mat. Continue to flat back. Exhale to fold. And inhale, bring that breath all the way up with you. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Okay, excellent work. Check in again. Still grounded, still good posture, top to bottom. We're going to add on and go into our Surya Namaskar V's or sun salutation V's. Inhale and exhale to come back to that breath. And inhale, back in the chair pose. Hands up in front helps you to sit back a little bit further. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, plant those hands. Use that entire exhale to come all the way down to your belly. Inhale on the up dog. Exhale, roll those toes over, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left foot down and back. Continue that inhale. Use that strength. Use your power all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Step back, lower down. Exhale, elbows in. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, roll those toes, down dog. Big inhale, step left foot forward, right foot down and back. Continue that inhale. Use that breath, you got it. Exhale. All the way down. Continue, continue, you can do it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's catch our breath there. 5 restful breaths here. Again, if you want to come down to child's pose, this is a place to do it. Hips up, hamstrings back. Head between your shoulders. 2 more breaths. Creating some heat in the body. Inhale, look ahead of your hands, step, jump, or hop, top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back to that chair pose. And then exhale, bring it up, down through heart center. Whew, I'm getting warm. I hope you guys are creating some heat there. Do that one more time. Inhale, sit back into that chair pose. Strong quads there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, clench your hands. Step back to that plank pose and all the way down to your mat. Inhale into your version of up dog. Exhale, roll those toes, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left foot down and back, all the way up on that breath. Use your exhale, use it all. Come on, you can do it. All the way down to your belly. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, roll those toes down dog. Again, immediately left foot forward, right foot down and back. Continue with that breath. Strong power here. Exhale down. All the way to your belly. Inhale into your up dog. And exhale, roll those toes up and back, down dog. Let's breathe here. In that restful down dog. Come down to child's pose, your choice. 2 more breaths. Let's come back to that breath-body connection. Use the breath to help you through this. Bend your knees on the inhale. Look ahead of your hands. Duck, jump, or hop your feet. Forward fold. Inhale back to that chair pose. And exhale, let's bring it all the way up. Hands down through heart center. Excellent work, everyone. That's a tough series. So stay that breath connection with the body and you'll get through it. We're going to go into our balance pose now. So once again, check in with your grounding. Your feet firmly planted on the ground. Lift your toes, spread your toes, drop your toes. Your hips, your glutes, your quads all engaged. Inhale, hands to your hips. Think about transferring the weight, but not shifting the body. Transferring the weight into that left leg. Gonna lift that right leg, make it right, light. Get your focus point, get your drishti point. Right leg up, your toes flexed up towards you. Inhale there, find your balance. If you fall out, don't worry. Come on back in when you're ready. Let's open that leg out to the side. Keep that drishti point, keep that gaze point. Bring that foot down to that left leg. When you do that, be sure you don't drop that hip out. Keep that nice and strong. Use that entire side of the body, that center of your body to keep you up here. Breathe. Take 5 breaths here. You can think about growing that tree. You can keep your hands on your hips if that's what you want today. Heart center, this is your balance. If you fall out, don't worry, just come right back in. If you really want to challenge yourself, try and close your eyes and see what that loss of visual perception, what that does for you. One more breath. And let's bring that knee back front, nice and high. Use your core to bring it up, straighten it out, and then put it back down. Let's wiggle that out, give ourselves a little bit of a break there. One more time, let's check in with that balance on our feet, that grounding through the body. Inhale, make that left foot light. Let's bring it up, keep those toes flexed up, keep that drishti point, keep that center core tight. That's what gives you the balance, everything engaged. Open that leg out and place it on your right leg, wherever you want. Remember not to dump into that hip. Keep that strong center core. Inhale there, exhale. If you want to grow your arms, grow your branches, you can do so. Oh, it's windy in here today. Inhale back to heart center. Hands back to your hips. Bring that right knee up front, lift it up. Use your core to keep it lifted. Keep your chest up, don't dump into it. Toes out front. And then let's put them down. Excellent work. Let's walk those out. From the front of your mat, hands on your hips, I want you to take a step about halfway back, right foot, and your right foot perpendicular to the long side of your mat. Inhale, arms up to shoulder height here. We're going to do a triangle pose, but start by thinking about pushing this hip, your right hip back, and then reaching those left fingertips as far forward as you can absolutely reach. When you're all the way out there, drop them down. See, it's not about dropping that way. It's about just letting those fingertips go, bringing those left arms up into this strong triangle pose. Breathe into that. Keep that left side lifted. Keep tight in here. It's a really good pose to try against a wall because it helps you to remember to keep your shoulders back and not dump forward. One more breath. I'm going to get you to look down at that big toe on the left, little bend to that left knee. Bring yourself up. Let's switch it to the back of our mat. So bring your toes around. Right toes pointing back, left toes pointing to the long side of your mat. Again, check in with your balance. Center core nice and straight. Think about pushing that left hip back, reaching those right fingers forward as far as you can. And then dropping that hand down and letting that left arm come up. Breathe into that. Don't let your shoulder roll forward. Keep that shoulder straight, like you're leaning up against a wall. 2 more breaths. Use those underside ribs to help you stay up as well. Engage that core. Look down at that right toe, little bend to that right knee. Let's come back up. Let's turn both toes towards the back of your mat. You might have to wiggle your feet around here so you can face the back of your mat. All your toes facing that way. I want you to take your hands and put them on that flat side of your back, right on your sacrum there. Inhale, little back bend, and then exhale, hinge from the hips, keeping that back flat, come all the way down. And once you're down with a flat back, take your left arm off, don't let your hips shift, and bring it across to the outside of that right ankle. So you're getting a twist, an upper twist, not a hip twist. And by keeping your hands there, it's going to help remind you, keep that back nice and flat. And then push that left hand against that right ankle to help you increase that upper thoracic twist. Drop your chin. 2 more breaths here. Now on the inhale, let's bring that left arm up. Let's cartwheel, a little bit of dancing here, all the way around to the other side. Straighten out your feet so your feet are both going towards the top of your mat. Widen out as much as you can. Hands to that flat part, that sacral part of your spine again. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, let's hinge from the hips. Come all the way down to that nice flat back. Tuck your chin. When you're down there, then take your right hand and cross it over to the outside of that left elbow and use that tension, the left against the right, to help you in that twist. Use your left hand here to help you, remind you to keep that back nice and flat in this position. 2 more breaths. Last one. Let's push into those toes on the left, micro bend that knee a little bit. Come back up to standing, hands to heart center. Push off that right foot. Come back to that strong mountain pose at the top of your mat one more time. Let's check in. Still good balance, still good posture, top to bottom. Inhale and exhale. Hands to your hips. Let's take that right foot back, drop it back further this time so we can drop into that warrior one, the right side. Back foot about 45 degrees. Wiggle your feet left to right so you've got room so your hips stay nice and pointed to the front. Dropping to that front left knee. That knee is over those toes. Get your balance here. Use your strength. Inhale, shoulders set in. Continue that inhale all the way up. Take a couple breaths here. Use that power to stay in this position. Try and keep your hips and your shoulders and your chest all aligned. So you're not leaning forward, but you're using those back muscles to keep you upright. If this is too much on your arms, just bring them to hand center. You don't have to have them up. On the next exhale, let's switch that into warrior two. So back foot to 90 degrees. You have to wiggle your feet together so your front heel and your back instep are aligned on like a train track, and your pelvis is towards the long side of your mat. Let's sink down into that. Weight even again. The back of your foot, that long side of your back foot, your left knee going out, not dumping in. Your pinky fingers pointing back, giving them back so you're opening up across that chest. Sink down. Good core engagement. Tuck that booty under. You can look out over those left fingers. One more breath here. Now on the inhale, let's straighten that left leg. Let's bring our toes pointing forward to that long side of the mat. Hands to hips. Little back bend here on the exhale. And then exhale, let's forward that fold that down, goodness. Fold that down, flat back. Let your hands go to the floor. Let your head drop. Release it all the way down to the floor. And that forward fold. It's too much on your knees. Do a little micro bend here. You can also use your bolster in this position to help you keep that flat. You can't get all the way down to help you with that. Just use that bolster as a bit of support. One more breath. Let's micro bend those knees. Let's roll that all the way up to the top. Nice and slow. Let's turn our right toes to the back of the mat. Our left toes at perpendicular to the long side of your mat. Sink that right knee down. Make sure it's pointing out over those toes. Check that alignment. Inhale, arms up to shoulder height again. Think about pushing those pinkies back to open up that chest. Think about sinking down, engaging that core. Go over those right fingers. Your arms are getting tired. Maybe lift them up. That sometimes helps to take the pressure out of them and certainly gets them down out of your ears. Inhale there. And exhale. And then on the next inhale, you have to widen your feet. Turn your back foot to 45. Let's come up into that warrior one. Right knee over right ankle. Long, strong, tall. Good power through the core here. Connect that breath with the body. And if this is too much on your back, bring your hands to heart center. Or even down to your hips. Be responsible. Be aware of your body. Last breath. And turn those toes back so they're pointing towards that long side of your mat into a wide leg fold again. Arms out to shoulder height. Exhale, let's forward fold that all the way down. Bring your arms, your hands to the outside of each ankle. Let your head drop here. Just as much as you can do, don't force it. Micro bend in those knees if it's too much for you here. Let your head go. Let that back go. Let your shoulders go. Think about inhaling to create space and then exhaling to fold. One more inhale. One more exhale. Bend those knees. Let's roll that all the way up. And then turn our feet to the top of the mat. Come to that top of the mat. Strong Tadasana, strong mountain pose. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. We're going to go to our mat work. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Stack that, elbows in. Strong and long here. Elbows in all the way down. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, kneels down. Knees down, back into a child's pose just for a moment. Catch our breath. And let's roll over. Sit onto that hip, legs out long in front of us here. Toes engaged, legs up long. Just going to sit up nice and tall on those sit bones. This is a place if you want to use your bolster, you can help to do your bolster. Bring that right knee in, close to your chest. Bring your right arm onto the inside of that right leg. Fold it around. Use your left hand to hold on behind you. This is what it looks like from behind. Your right arm is around. Grab onto those fingers. You can grab onto your shirt and your tights if you can't reach that. Just whatever you can do. Continue with that practice. So round, but opening up that chest in this position. Keep those left toes up engaged. Breathe into that. One more. And let's let that go. And do it on the other side. So right leg out long and strong, toes engaged. Give yourself a bit of space here. Knee, left knee in tight. Bring your left arm, tuck that shoulder capsule around your leg. Bring it all the way around. Capture it with your right hand. Sit up nice and tall here. Stretch that chest up. This is a great chest opener. You guys did all those burpees and jackies or the last class. This will help you open up that chest. Keep those toes engaged. Breathe into that. One more breath here. One more inhale. And on the exhale, let's let that go. Let's cross our legs into that seated position. Push, use your fist, push down. Lift anything and everything up off using your glute muscles, your core muscles, and set it down. Cross your legs the other way. Do that one more time. Push into those fists, engage that core, engage those glutes to lift anything you can up and off the ground and down. And now plant your feet, make our way down onto our mat. Again, you can use a bolster if you want. Let's bring those feet in close to your hips. See if you can touch them with your fingertips. Shoulders down, flat, chin tucked so you get a nice elongation of that spine. Hips, knees, ankles all aligned. We're going to do a bridge pose, butterfly kind of variation here. So as you inhale, think about rolling that spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae, up to the top. Inhale up here, push everything up, push up through those glutes, push up through those hip flexors, your abdominals, big stretch along that front line of your body. If you want to, you can interlace your hands underneath you, or you can grab onto the long side of your mat, and that might help you to get a little bit deeper into this bridge pose. Inhale here, and exhale. Inhale. On the next exhale, let your hands go. Let's roll that spine down nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. Be aware of it. Once your hips drop, let the bottom of your feet come together and drop your legs open into that butterfly, that Supta Baddha Konasana. It's a nice little relaxation there. 2 breaths there. And exhale. And on the next inhale, let's help our legs back up. Feet back down here again. Do that one more time. Strong bridge pose. Watch your alignment. Inhale, let's raise those hips up high. Tuck that chin. Bring that chest up. Think about opening up to this light. Good hip flexor stretch here. Inhale and exhale. Let's roll that down nice and slow. Each vertebrae at its own time. Hips last. When your hips are down, bring the bottoms of your feet together. Open up into that butterfly pose. Inhale to that and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Now you can certainly stay in this pose as we go into a little Shavasana, or you can bring your legs out long onto your mat, your hands down beside you. Just going to take a couple of breaths here in Shavasana. Allowing our body to integrate all that movement, all that heat, all that flow that we just did. Thanking yourself for doing that. Thanking yourself for coming to class and being present. Giving yourself the time to do this. On the next inhale, let's stretch your arms long, stretch your legs long, give yourself a huge, huge stretch. And then inhale it in tight. Rock yourself over to your right side and make your way to a seated position at the top of your mat when you're ready. Comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center in front of you. Just want to leave you with this one thought in celebration of the super flower moon that we're seeing. To always remember that we are all under the same sky together and we are all looking at the same moon. Namaste. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for joining me.